They couldn't wait one goddamn minute to go back to brunch. You got people celebrating in the streets about Joe Biden being elected. What are you celebrating? This guy bombed us. This guy bombed my country. He destroyed the Middle East. He locked up millions of black people in America. Don't you have any goddamn empathy? Don't you have any compassion? Don't you have any common sense? Has everyone lost their collective fucking minds? This guy spent his entire life trying to screw over the working class, trying to screw over people of color. This is malarkey. We're not done. The malarkey does not stop. We are on the malarkey train, all aboard. Why don't you go look at pictures of kids in Iraq, in Fallujah, born with birth defects because of the war that Joe Biden started, and come and tell me about what decency is. You war criminal rehabilitating motherfuckers. Who's going to keep the drone strikes going? He's going to keep the wars going. He's going to keep the sanctions going. He's going to keep locking up black people. He's going to keep pushing neoliberal policies. He's going to keep giving out corporate bailouts. He's going to keep screwing over the middle class. What is wrong with you? You should be fucking crying, not celebrating. And we already know what the next 4 years are going to be. Anyone who criticizes the Biden-Harris administration, anyone who opens their mouth about corruption, about imperialism, about war crimes, they're going to call them foreign agents. They're going to use the Russiagate playbook against them. Oh, you're a Putin puppet. Has everyone lost their collective fucking minds? Unity. This is ridiculous. We're not done. They got rid of Trump, and now they've given you the architect of the system that gave you Trump. Unity. He brings unity to the table. Look, see? Got the unity ring on. Unity. Nothing to worry about. Unity. It's okay. Unity. You don't need healthcare. The planet can burn. People in the Middle East can keep dying. We'll keep locking up black people. Police can keep killing you. It's okay. Unity. It's okay. Unity. Be quiet. Shh. Unity. And if Joe Biden doesn't do what you want, doesn't matter. Unity. Look, Orange Cheeto Man is gone. Unity. Unity. It's nauseating. It really is. This is malarkey. We're not done. The malarkey does not stop. We are on the malarkey train, all aboard. You know, AOC seems to think that anyone who criticizes Biden is privileged. I didn't know that 12 million Syrians who are starving under sanctions are privileged. Biden's stealing Syria's oil like a pirate. That's privilege. Bombing Syria, that's privilege. Why don't you ask Julian Assange how privileged he feels that Biden is continuing to persecute journalists? Has everyone lost their collective fucking minds? This is ridiculous. We're not done. I mean, these politicians are literally starving their own, they're starving others, they're killing, they're bombing, and then they have the fucking nerve to say that our critiques are privileged. Thank God the cabinet is diverse. I'm so happy that a rainbow cabinet just bombed my country. Thank you so much. Unity. Thank you. Thank you. Liberals, thank you. You know, you want to talk about diversity? There's nothing diverse about Joe Biden's cabinet. These people are imperialist scum. These people serve corporations. They're fucking droids. It's a continuation of every other administration before it. They support the corporations. They support the wars. They screw over the working class. That's not diversity. This is ridiculous. We're not done. How can you sit there as a rational adult and tell me that this guy is any better? It's okay, right? Because Donald Trump is gone. The Orange Cheeto Man is gone. Now we can have pink bombs. Unity. We can have, rainbow colored drones, right? Here we go again. Uncle Joe's Rainbow Coalition death cult. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Go back to brunch. Everything is okay. The kids are still in cages, right? You're not going to get your student debt canceled. You're not going to get a $15 minimum wage. You can go and fuck yourself. Unity. But hey, the bombs are pink. So it's nauseating. It really is.
Yeah, man. What's up, guys? Welcome to this latest segment of the Good Faith Show called One on One with Smurf. I'm Andre, and to my left is Smurf. What's up, Smurf? How you doing?
Hello, it's Smurf. Hey everybody,
Smurf.
I'm doing good. I'm just holding on actually. It's fine.
Yeah,
World is
yeah,
burning, and keep a smile on your face and keep whistling past the graveyard.
yeah. You gotta do that these days, man. It's, life is so fucking tough out there for everyone, man. Like, for me, man, I have to keep a smile on my face for my good friends. One of them homeless, the other one been sick for a month. Now she's getting better. Possibly COVID. We don't know. Because if she would find out she had COVID, it's on if she had health insurance. But Smurf, me and her, we live in America, and and to them, healthcare isn't a right; it's a privilege. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know Twitter drama, right, man? Folks fighting over theory and shit. Like, give me your
It's
thoughts on that.
it's horrible. I'm like relatively new to Twitter, and I'm a naive and good-willed person. So I thought like it's gotta be some bad apples that are just looking for clout. It's gotta be some bad apples that are trolls, and But like I said, like actually, Twitter is about picking a beef with somebody, like you, and gaining following out of it.
Yeah, yeah. That's what it's all about, man. Unfortunately, yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Most of these people, they got a blue sickle and they say they're communist Marxists, but they intended only to gain clout from this, which is sad, man. Like, that's the reality of this current left space. Like, most of these motherfuckers in it for themselves. Like, they probably say the right things, but if they don't, if you don't agree with them on everything, like, when the left, even the left is not a fucking monolith, yes, I'm a communist, but communism ain't the end all be all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, when it comes to theory, like, I read theory, by the way, but, I know a lot of people don't. Maybe I might make a audio book version of reading theory, because, a lot of people just ain't got the mental capacity to read all of that, or maybe they busy, they can listen to it like a podcast. Like,
That'd be cool. I would support that. Like, I have a few like revolution guidebooks on my computer that I'm just, I don't want to. I know one day I'll go in jail because I have them on my hard drive, and I think we should really talk about those strategies, and that we should talk about those ways to go about doing the work of getting political representation. It's we call it revolution, call it reform, call it it's just we got to do something. Now it's to a point now that we have to throw our bodies in front of the bombs that our countries are sending to bomb other people. It's no
mm-hmm,
longer enough to protest. It's no longer enough to call them out. It's not even enough to sabotage Elbit. It's not even enough to sabotage the TV and media. We have to throw our bodies in front of the guns, in front of the guns and the bombs and the planes, and it's like like in 30 years, like the Germans, like what have you done to stop it? Well, I tweeted a
mm-hmm.
lot, and I showed I was against it in principle, but
Yeah.
I wasn't willing to pay for those principles. They were a bit too pricey,
Mm-hmm.
so I did nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, that's why, for me, my plan is not to do this forever. I got, like you said, I got to sacrifice something, man. Hell, I might not be able to, I might not be living in 10 years, because of sacrifice. Um, me. Somebody said, "What did this guy do?" Oh, all he did was just be on a podcast on the ATP network, and he had his own other audio podcast, and he just tweeted nicely worded things on Twitter, and he criticized the government. Like, I don't want to be known for that. I want to be known for this motherfucker. Like I said on my podcast episode on Real Recognize Real podcast, if you gonna talk the talk, you should walk the walk. You know, um, like, I use that example, like, for mutual aid. Like, I criticize these big accounts on Twitter for not at least retweeting it, when, obviously they see God's in suffering. But, this same with the revolution. Like, I want to put my body on the line for the revolution. I talk about we need a revolution. I talk about all that stuff. We need to mobilize, we need to come together. But me continue just to be behind this microphone and camera all day, you know, just saying it is not going to move the needle. Like, so,
Yeah,
so
I
yeah,
feel like
Smurf.
that too. Yeah, I feel like that too. And but to me, being here is a big step. Like
It is.
I had to like because I didn't want to consume the news all that much. Like I
Neither.
do, but like eventually, like you can't you can only absorb so much, and it only has a certain limited purpose. Like, and uh, this is a way of stepping up, and it's a first frontier for me. But like, what's next?
Yeah.
I don't know. But like,
Yeah.
this is not. This is a means to an end, and this is
Mm-hmm.
not the end. Like,
Mm-hmm. Like RBN, for example, they're not really online like that anymore. Like, yeah, you see Nick do his shows, but they got mutual aid chapters and they organizing them. Like they building community outside of
yeah,
YouTube
I
and
saw
other
that.
spaces. Yeah, like the ATP
Yeah,
network. Like hopefully me and Tired Peasant. Hopefully we can start our own mutual aid chapters, or I can go to Florida and do stuff with her and and the other guys too, Kaiba and Provolone. Yeah, yeah. This is just a tool for knowledge for now. Eventually you're gonna have to apply the tool to general public. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I can see us some trolls now. All you do is just talk behind this microphone all day. I'm like, motherfucker, what you doing? Wasting your time trolling me, like. So yeah,
but
man.
I mean, their criticism is like half valid. Like, what are we saying actually? No, but really, like we gotta use that time to like advance some like powerful ideas and like and not necessarily like have debates, but be ready to judo enough so that we can switch maybe one conservative over like and where we represent well I'm elsewhere, but we kind of represent a sort of people that don't have like a lot of like presence online and like it helps to see that we're not alone and like there's other people sharing our ideas and that those people are not only s- like having no hopes behind a microphone. There
Hmm.
there's stuff going on and you can join too. Like,
Yeah, I see the PSL party. I see them. They online, like they use online for promotion, but when like they want to do a protest for against Israel or something
yeah,
like that, they on the
yeah,
ground. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So yeah, yeah, guys, I'm not demeaning this. I'm doing this too. Like, why would I demean it? But you know what I mean. I'm just saying, like, eventually, if you're a podcaster or whatever, you got to put your knowledge into action. so so yeah, um, Smurf, man. Election season almost at the end, man. I really can't wait because I'm so sick of these two motherfucking clowns. Like, I just can't stand these motherfuckers. No matter who fucking wins this election, my life will not change. Um, as a Canadian, man, like, I know, is it election season there or is it next year or something like that?
We might have one because Justin Trudeau's been heavily criticized by his party. So
uh,
they're like at this era where they're polling a lot to see who might replace him and who might like challenge the conservatives actually because the conservatives are leading the polls. So
okay.
yeah, if his party votes him out of confidence, there's it kind of triggers an election.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So that's how it works there. Okay. Well, the biggest criticism of Justin Trudeau?
Coming from where? Like
Uh
coming from Alberta, they'll say he's too
oh,
green, he's too gay, he's too pink, he's
oh, too
too
woke.
yeah, he's not blackface enough.
Oh, he too woke. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, man, that shit, that crazy. Like, y'all politics sound the same exact shit as here. Like, they say Kamala is too, she's too woke. She's a DEI hire. Like, what the fuck?
It's the same. Like it's those are the layers of how you divide the people.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
it's easy when they don't look the same. It's easy when they don't talk the same language. It's easy when they don't have the same amount of money in their bank account. But even if like they were all copies of each other, you could find a way to divide them. Like it would be about eye color. It would be about hair color. It would
Oh
be
yeah.
about something, and it would it would get them divided and to fight over it. And we're team blue and team red, and so
Oh, same.
wherever you want to rule over a bunch of people, don't let them unite against you. Let them fight among each other. Like that's just winning. Like that's just fucking strategy that's been used forever. And unfortunately, it works.
Yeah.
But
It does.
only for so long. Only if you're good at it. Because
Yeah.
the main reflex of people is actually humans. They need a tribe to survive. They need a community to survive. So the first reflex of people is not to divide, is to unite, to get together, and make things, and build things.
Yeah, but that's the point. That's the problem. Like, if they know that if the people unite, then they won't have the same influence, right?
They'll have way more power and way more if they get together and ask one
Yeah.
thing. They have to,
Yeah.
they have all the power in the world to get it. And the thing they want is the money of those who control them. And those who control them don't want to give away that money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they divide them.
Yeah. Fair.
And that's that's almost like the basic reason why we have frontiers and languages and we have cultures and we have different we don't we forget that we're all the same creature with the same needs and like the same
yeah.
everything, like almost.
Yeah. Okay about that. What do you think it would take for people to realize, like, hey, we all the same. We just got different skin tones and stuff like that. What you think? What would it take?
aliens aliens with the plasma lasers, like now we'll be like, okay, yeah, we're us, and then there's them. Like,
Yeah, man. I wish we live in a world where we all think, that we all are one. We talked about this on Tea Time too. The first episode, really, not the first. The first time your first appearance on the ATP network.
yeah.
Um, I really do, Smurf. I'm gonna say this, man. I really do hope that we come more closer towards that, because right now, man, white supremacy in America is it's always been there, but ever since Orange Man took over, the rhetoric increased. So and
It's
then
because it's so easy to divide people on that. It's like
it
even
is,
uneducated people, even children can be made into racist. Like it can
yeah,
be made to believe that's a thing, and it makes you
yes,
somebody, and it divides. Like it's easy. So because it's easy, it's used and it works.
yeah. Oh yeah, it 100% works. The Southern strategy in the '80s. Remember that? I know you heard about that. Yeah, like saying black folks are lazy, and you paying your taxes towards them sitting on their ass while you working for 12 hours at a steel mill. Like, yeah. I think. Do you think if we all build class solidarity, will all of the white supremacists and the racial rhetoric will diminish? Like, now I know it won't diminish 100%, but you think it would diminish to a point where we don't even talk about it anymore?
Like if you have everything, like you have your vacation, you have your work that you like, you have your good pay, you have your house, you have your food, you have your healthcare, you have your roads, you have your free car, like what is left to fight? Like you'll find something to fight, like, but
Yeah,
it's not gonna be vital. You're not gonna bite someone over like in the head because of you have everything. Like it's like when you're on vacation and you see the family next to you, they have different stuff, but you don't fight over it. Everybody's happy. Like, but if,
yeah.
if if everybody's hungry and everybody's on crack and everybody's like sick and everybody's mom is in debt, like everybody's gonna get at the throat really fast.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Like yeah. Like You know. Well, a lot of people say, "Hey, I'm poor because this immigrant is taking my job." Or these other people coming over here stealing our resources and our wealth. Because but they don't realize that no matter what race you are, um, we're all in the same class. Class and race, they don't intersect, but they, how you say it, Smurf? You know, I forgot what I'm about to say right there. Damn you,
Well,
autism. But
every
what you
time I
say?
hear the word race, my ears tingle. Like, but
I get it. I get
because
it.
every time we use it, we give a point to the racist that's like, yeah, you see, he says the word, like, that means it's a thing, that means it exists, like, but we're like, hey, we're just trying to, like, wrestle with ideas. We need a word, and, like, yeah. So the racists win every time we say the word race, but, like, these days it's making such a comeback that I'm just gonna get an internet clapback, and I'm okay with that, like.
Yeah, yeah. I noticed that too. Well, well, I get it. Yeah. You know, when I was, this probably sound kind of weird, but when I was younger, it seemed like I think a lot of the white supremacy was closeted. Then, like over
Oh
time, as I
yeah,
got older,
oh yeah.
like when I got older, it rose. It
Yeah.
rose. Like yeah.
And then there was Trump.
Every yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
Trump.
I hate to use an MSNBC talking point, but I think whether it was true or not, I think the idea that he's a racist and he's president gives people a little leeway to be like, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like that, and it's okay.
yeah. Oh yeah, 100%, man. I agree. Yeah. Yeah. That's how people feel. Like, oh, he's saying all this stuff about Mexico. I mean, Mexico. He gonna build a wall, and Mexico gonna pay for it, and those immigrants are rapists and terrorists, and yeah, gets them a
But he
green light.
didn't. It's like he didn't invent like racism, and Obama didn't cure it either, and it was never gone. Like so, it's only fluctuations in the force, I guess. Like
Right.
because the fucking like we said, it's so easy to use people with that. It's such a good hook that people are it's what you see. It's people are superficial, so like all they see is the surface. Like so, it's so easy to divide them on color. Like
Yeah. I think what though. Thinking about it though, the more I talk to you about it, I think the word race was meant to divide, man. Like, just think about it. Like,
yeah, it doesn't exist.
we yeah, it's a concept. Really, it's a social construct. But you're right.
Yeah, like name the races. It's so stupid. Like name them. Like oh,
Yeah,
you have the reds, you have the yellows, and then you have the white, and then you have the like
the
oceanic.
Browns.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have people that live under the sea. That's a different race, right?
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. You're
Like
totally
okay,
right, man.
okay, nationality is a thing. Skin
Yeah,
color is a thing. Yeah, unfortunately, melanin is a thing. Like ethnicity is a thing. Culture is a thing. Your home village is a thing. Your home language is a thing. But race is not. Like
yeah,
it's a fake box. It's a bad box, and people use it. to divide people, and we shouldn't use it. But we have to address
Yeah,
racism, so we kind of have to deal with the word all the time.
yeah. And to my point is like culture is just tradition, like you know, like black culture, like cookouts and barbecues, and we well, when I was younger, culture for us was going to church on Sunday, like
And
every
everything's a culture and could be a
yeah,
culture, and we
yeah,
like predictability. Like if every morning the sun may rise or may not rise, I'm gonna get super anxious. Like every morning the sun rises, I like
mm,
predictability. So I like my neighbors to throw their trash at the same place that I do. I like my culture. Like everybody likes their culture, but there's a limit to how much you can defend your culture to the death, and there's a limit to how much you have to accept other people's cultures too. Like so,
mm-hmm.
but it's all in the big mix and chaos of like humans living together. Like
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Like when if I get married one day, I don't care what color the woman is, as long as me and her love each other, we share a lot of same, same things, like the same stuff, you know. I don't look at race, man. I don't look at race. Like I hear about it, I might talk about it from time to time, but I don't even think about it. I see everybody as the same, you know.
no,
Um,
I mean, it's all right to see the color and be like, I like that
yeah,
color. I like the
yeah,
color, but it doesn't say anything about like her intellect, or it doesn't say anything about her. Is she a conservative?
yeah,
It doesn't say anything about if she likes tennis. It's just a color, and you can like it. It's cool.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, like I like Latinos. I like brown women. I like white women. Hey, hey, I like the color, man. I just, yeah, hey, Smurf. I just gonna leave it there. Yeah, man. So Smurf, I'm finna share my screen right quick, man. I'm pretty sure you've seen this on the timeline. I posted like an infographic, a graphic of it, but um,
I see
yeah.
everything.
I know. Smurf. Hold on, man. Yeah, I'm finna share my screen. I'm finna make the screen bigger in a second. Give me a sec. Yeah, man. This is crazy though. Like, um, uh, yeah, this is some crazy shit. Yeah, here you go. Like, I ain't surprised, but like, when you just like hear it, you were like, "What the fuck?" Here you go. Here you go. Play the sound.
With the price tag of nearly $4.5 million. Yeah, that's right, 4.5 million. Let's look at these costs over a lifetime, according to Investopedia. First comes the wedding, average $44,000. Next, the price of owning a new car. That adds up to over $800,000 over your lifespan. Raising two kids, well, that's another $800,000. Then you have home ownership, nearly $1 million over that same time span. Then, when you add annual vacations and pets, another 200,000, and for retirement, you'll need at least 1.6 million. Then we all have to plan for that final expense, our own funeral. That at 8,000 bucks. I'm joined now by personal finance expert Ted Jenkin, president of Exit Stage Left Advisors. Whoa, those are some big numbers. Where do we even begin? Is the American dream still achievable for most Americans given the $4.4 million price tag we just talked about?
No.
Well, good morning, Nick. And no, it's not out of reach, but I think it does highlight how wages
What?
for Americans simply aren't keeping up with the cost of living. And this is why people are feeling a lot of anxiety. Remember, this number of $4.4 million, part of it is the American dream of what we say we need. We need a home, we need a car, we need health insurance, we need retirement money. But now it's coupled with what do Americans want? They don't just want a car, Nick, they want a new car. They just want to retire. They want to retire comfortably, and they want
Shit.
fancier vacations where they go to Europe, and obviously they want to have kids and pets and all of that. So
And
Americans
some
really
of
want it
them want
all.
to be
It's
off
why
the
this price tag
streets.
in part
Like
is
What's that?
Some of them want to be off the streets. Like, how expensive can that be?
I know, man. Like, hold on. There you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know, man. Yeah, I know, man. Like, I mean, I like a new car over a lifespan, $811,000. Like, what the fuck
but
kind of car are you driving?
yeah, but he's not wrong. I mean, this is what a Chinese family had. Like burn. Like,
Hey, man. Hey, I can't deny facts, man. But like seriously, like, what average American, like working class, gonna have going to afford the American dream? Like, that was my question. Like, unless you fucking wealthy, yeah,
but he's like half not wrong either because if we were paid really what we produce, like with the level of technology and the level of productivity and the logistics that we have, if we were really well paid, like this would be all right. Like those are the
yeah,
real
I get it.
costs,
Oh
and those are
yeah,
the
yeah,
things we actually want or
yeah,
need. But we're not getting paid that though. He knows that. Like that's why he's like,
yeah,
oh, can that be the real number? He's like, yeah, well, that's actually what we need. That's the money we need to live. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah,
and
you're
we're
right.
never gonna get it, and we're never gonna get that. Like
Yeah, we
you need
don't
to.
know. Yeah, that's why I bring it up. Yeah, we ain't gonna get that. Yeah, yeah. Basically, they said the amount to pay the workers based on productivity is $30 some an hour. So yeah, and a minimum wage is still $7.25 an hour. So yeah, just compartmentalize that for a second.
That's what it is. Yeah.
It's now $4.4 million.
When I saw the $4.4 million, I thought that was anyone who owned a Frenchie. There's a term floating around right now called dream scrolling, where people spend hours looking at luxury items or dream purchases on social media. I myself have been guilty of that. How is that affecting people's financial goals and motivation?
Hey, I used to do that shit all the time. Like, I used to like go on like Lamborghini website, looking at a
Yeah.
Lamborghini, customizing it. I used to look at homes like in my area, like the motherfucker like $1 million. Yeah, I used to dream scroll myself. So
Yeah, but we weren't paid to do that. Like, if we had been paid $1,000 an hour to do that, we may be able to afford those things now. But like,
yeah,
unfortunately, we were both not paid to shop, and we never got paid enough to get the items we were shopping for.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, we need to get paid 1,000 an hour. Like, real talk. What you
Well,
saying?
yeah, like it depends on the economy. It depends on what a person needs to get along.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
back in, I have ancestors that remind me of a time where you needed $2,000 to build your own house.
Jeez. Two G? Wow.
Yeah, but you only need to buy the wood because the whole village will help you build it, and they have the
Community.
know-how.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna have to build on the church. You're gonna have to work on the church for the rest of your life, though. But hey,
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I ain't getting no house built then. I'll tell you that now. I ain't working for no church. But hey,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
maybe I'll work on the insurance market instead. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, you ain't lying.
Nick, it's pretty shocking now that people spend more than 2 hours a day dream scrolling. And really, what this means is they're looking at the dreams of things that they want to buy or they want to own down in the future. And what's interesting is that 71% of the people say this actually motivates them, Nick, where you think it would stress them out. The challenge is social media, because once these algorithms learn what you like to click on, they start serving you up ads and
Yeah.
videos and pictures. And for some people, like I said, it makes them motivated. For other people, a lot of people I talk to, Nick, they say, I feel like I'm falling further behind. How do my friends afford all this stuff? And that's why they have anxiety about this American dream, because they are dream scrolling.
Ted, before I run out of time, I do want to ask you, should people reshape that dream? And what's the best way for people to get started working toward their own version of the American
You
dream.
know, they should show
Easiest
that
thing to do is sit
video.
down as a family.
Yeah.
They should show that video at the American Immigration Office, because there's still a lot of people around the world that don't know this and want to go to the U.S. and think the U.S. is a golden place to live, and
Yeah.
see, like that's how much money you need. Like that's like go back to Niger. Like you'll be happier there.
Yeah. Be more. Yeah. Yeah. But Smurf, don't you think that like when people, that's why people come to America, they hear the American dream, but they don't know that it has a fairly high price tag.
Yeah. So it's a mix between doom scrolling and dream scrolling. So we'll just call it drool scrolling.
Drool scrolling. Yeah. Right. I agree.
People are just
And set
zombies.
some goals. Figure out
Yeah.
what you want your financial goals to be, not this average of $4.4 million, and then start saving. Nick, even if it's $50 a month into your 401k plan, you'll get a free match. Even if it starts.
But Smurf, he said saving, like, I have a friend that, pays a lot of money in rent each month. Like, once she pay her bills, she got less than $100 left. So how, I hate when these financial experts always say, you gotta save your money. But the reality is that when you live in paycheck to paycheck, what's left to save when you have less than $100 left out of your whole paycheck? Like, I just don't fucking get that at all, man.
It took me 35 years to learn how to save maybe $1.
Same here. Yeah, same here, man. I just now really started to save the last few years. Maybe I'm fortunate because I don't have any obligations. I don't have kids. I don't have a family. A lot of people is not in my shoes. A lot of folks got a family to care about, put a roof over their head. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. We're almost done with the video.
Starting a Roth IRA, just get started. That's what I tell most folks.
And you often also talk about, before I let you go, you mentioned a difference between what people need, like a home and retirement savings, and what they actually want, such as new cars or vacation. How can people balance these priorities when planning their finances?
I mean, listen, not everybody is going to Italy every summer enjoying a 2-week vacation in Lake Como, and not everybody is sitting at front row seats for Taylor Swift. So just stay in your lane of your own goals. There are a lot of fun things that you can do. Retirement does not have to be overwhelming, and you don't have to have $4.4 million. The actual number right now is about $1.5 million, so just get started.
And I can't forget my.
Wow, who got $1 million? Who got $1.5 million? Wow, he cut the number down. $1.5 million. Wow, it's less, but still, yeah.
Well, if you slave away 30 years of your life, like maybe,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
like, who's gonna house you while you slave away, and what you gonna eat while you slave away, and what you gonna drive? Like at the end, you'll have nothing and be happy.
yeah, yeah. That's so true, man.
Gen Zers and Gen Xers, for younger generations like those millennials and Gen Zs, what do you recommend that they do?
I recommend you don't believe everything you see on social media because, Nick, nobody's now putting up their net worth statement or showing you how much credit card debt they have. So don't believe everything that you see online.
But I am okay still scrolling, looking at those cute little Frenchies and things like that, though, right?
Yeah, it's fun. It'll cost you $37,000, but it's fun.
Woo. Ted Jenkins, thank you so much, sir.
This is FML.
Yeah.
The level of delusion. What I would tell an American: move to Indonesia. An apartment is $80 per month.
Oh shit. Hell. Sign me up. Hell. Man, I'm
Uh,
paying 1,200 a month.
to
1,200 a
live,
month for this.
yeah, the same, same here. Like to live in the winter and like bumfuck, like frozen roads and shit.
Yeah. I like one of those. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'd rather for it to be cold and fucking hot. Like I live in Louisiana. It be hot. It's hot today. It's 87 degrees today. So hey, I might have to wear a big old fur coat and get some sleds and shit. And, hell, hey, I can adjust. Shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, but
It's cool to have seasons, but I'd rather like have a rent at $80 and
hey,
visit Canada once every like 30 years when the Nazis are gone.
oh man, well, man, like Canadian Nazis. I thought Canada was like a happy place. Like what I've been told about Canada, like the people are nice. Um, you know, is
It's
stuff
all
like
true, but I don't think Germany was all Nazi. It's like 10% of the
yeah,
people taking control of the government. It's the same in Ukraine. Like there's a bunch of Nazis in Ukraine, but not all of them are bad people.
yeah,
Like I mean, not all of them are Nazis. It only takes like 10% to like be violent and be brutal, like and get into government. And here we have actual Nazis like being celebrated at the parliament. I don't know if you remember that, but we have a bunch of Nazis in the government. And
oh,
yeah, skeleton in the closet Nazi,
oh,
old school. My grandfather was a SS Nazi. Yeah,
wow, wow. How you? I know how you
not
feel
not
about it,
me.
but
Yeah, I'm saying like we have Christopher
oh,
Freeland. We have
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. No, most of the French Canadians, like most of them died going to fight the Nazis for the British.
okay, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, man. Like, yeah, that'd be
Oh,
funny
fuck
if
the
I.
British.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. French. Yeah. Yeah, man, like to me, I you know, like back to like let me see. Like what's your take on anarchists? What's your take? Oh, okay. You
Yeah, I
agree with
don't
them?
like kings, and I don't like super emperors and representatives. I think the people can organize themselves, and that's anarchism. That
Yeah.
means it just means no king, and it just means no centralized control. We can manage ourselves, and we will.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That yeah, I believe that too.
So
Um
it's not a utopia. It's not chaos. It's not more chaos than now. It's nothing that people say. It's not killing the imperator of Austria. It's about managing ourselves by ourselves. So there's a lot to say that anarchism is actually democracy. It's the same. It just
yeah.
means that we don't need no king. We don't want no king,
Oh
and
hell no.
we don't want no imperator, prime minister, or president. But we'll take a citizen council, though. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Like okay, in Canada, yeah, have a he a prime minister, right? Yeah, okay. Making sure. Yeah, like Canada, compared to the United States, have a smaller population. You know, like y'all can control yourselves. Like I'm pretty sure y'all more sophisticated in terms of like humanization than the United States. Like we
Oh
all over
yeah,
the place.
yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
all over the fucking place, man. Like
yeah.
uh, yeah, yeah, man. So yeah, man. So you officially on the ATP network, man. Congrats. I meant to make a video promoting you, but I forgot. So yeah.
I will take no promotion.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, y'all. Smurf. He's on the ATP network. He's the contributor. He basically like a contributor. He does this with me once a week, and he was on ATP After Dark, with TP and Provolone, And hopefully next week I'll come on now. You know, y'all way more cooler than me. I don't know what the fuck I'm off for. I'm just gonna sit there like I did the first episode, like this. You know.
We'll teach you.
Oh man, hey man, I've been tired of feeling like, what the hell wrong with this fool? I looked all, man, I don't know what the fuck, like I was in a Twilight Zone or some shit. Yeah, but I ain't gonna do that no more. I'll be more professional, you know. You know, people gotta take me more seriously, you know what I mean. So
Yeah. Soon we're gonna be like Brian Berletic. Like every day, it's the clean shave, the bow tie, the white clean shirt. Every day, the white background. So it looks like a guy from the Matrix down to give you the news and back into the Matrix. Yeah, but it's cool to be professional. But we're people of
yeah,
the people, so we'll establish credibility, and then we'll be clean. But
right,
yeah, first we're from the people of the people.
yeah, voice of the voiceless, you know. Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys, that's it of one on one with Smurf on the Good Faith Show. Smurf, man, it's always a pleasure talking to you.
Same. It's a
Yes,
pleasure to
sir.
be on.
Oh yeah,
Salutations to everybody, and remember to do the revolution as soon as possible.
yeah, and let's stop all this infighting bullshit. Like
Oh
it's
yeah,
getting out of hand, man.
oh
Like
yeah, oh yeah. Stop dividing. Stop falling into traps. We're just one people, and we only want health care.
yes, I want healthcare. I want housing. You know, I want everybody to have housing. I want everybody happy. You know, I believe if people have their basic needs met, you know, a lot of this depression and suicides will drop considerably. That's what I believe.
Well, we'll see about that once we get there. Well, I'm sure
Yeah.
we'll have new problems that will emerge, but at least like we may be able to focus on the basic needs and the human rights.
Yeah, true that. Yeah. Some shameless plugs, you know, at the end. I'm donate to my best friend slash CEO of the network, Ty Peasant. Her cash app down there on the bottom of your screen. And you know, yeah, yeah, and also subscribe to my podcast, Real Recognize Real. I'm putting new content on there. Try to put some on there tomorrow. I don't know yet. It's on all major podcasting platforms. So Smurf, see you next week, my guy. Peace.